Hello and welcome to Coffee and Tarot with Mama T. I am Teresa and I'm glad to see you. Tonight I am going to be doing a reading for the sign of Scorpio. And we'll be doing this for the week of August 18th through the 24th. And I have already cleansed and pre-shuffled our decks and asked Spirit to bring forward the strongest, most powerful messages that the cards have for you this week. If you would like to add a little bit of depth and resonance to this reading, be sure and check out your moon and Venus and rising signs as well. So without further ado, we will call in Spirit and we'll get started. We earlier today I did a pendulum word of the week for you, Scorpio, and the word that Spirit came forward through for me is walls. Walls. So that might be something that already resonates with you. You might already know what that means. Our cards may give us a little bit more meaning and help us with that. Or as the week goes on, maybe the meaning of that word will reveal itself to you. So just something to be thinking about. Let's see, underneath your deck, we have the Emperor. And I've already laid out the cards here while we were talking. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to do, did I already show you your deck? We're using the Crow Tarot. And this is by MJ Cullinane, I think is how you pronounce her name. I'm not sure. I could be messing it up. Your first card that we got is looking at the other cards that came up. I think this is a good idea. This card is the Four of Swords, and this card is, the meaning of this card is rest. It's a time to rest and recuperate and get ready for this busy week I see ahead of you in the cards that I'll show you in a little bit here. But the meaning of the card of the Four of Swords is to rest. Sometimes this is a forced rest. If you aren't taking care of yourself and getting the rest that you need, then the universe has a way of making sure that it happens. So something to be thinking about. The next card that you got is the Star. The Star card is all of your hopes and wishes come true. This is the card that follows the Death card in the tarot. And so the Star, or maybe it's the Tower. It follows the Tower card. It is delivering the news of hope after having gone through, such a difficult time. The Star card comes in and says, here we are with all of your hopes and wishes. And this is that wishing star right there. And then following that, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a knight. He is a very fast knight. He's bringing in a message. He is, hold on a second. He is bringing in news, and he can be he's very fast. He can be very determined, but he can also be sort of like the opposites. There's these dualities for the knights, and I don't want to mess it up, so I want to read this to you, or read a couple of them to you. So the knights have these senses of being, you know, have two sides of the same sword, direct versus blunt, authoritative versus overbearing, incisive versus cutting, knowledgeable versus opinionated, logical versus unfeeling. So he's bringing in news, and he could be delivering news in such a way as to be either side of that sword. Um, he is a very fast knight. So it is coming in quick. The next card that you get after that is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is he's one of the kings. He's all about action. He is not into sitting around and reflecting. He's all about the action. So, and the action that comes after that is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a situation in which you are defending yourself. You feel justified in defending yourself, and you are in a position of strength. You're on top of the hill looking down at other people. You are going to be able to defend yourself, but it is a situation in which you are having to defend yourself. You have to believe in your position, believe confidently that you will succeed, and you will. The next card we have is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is she is a queen who is she is very astute. She is knowledgeable, and she's very she notices everything. Nothing slips by her. She's intuitive. She's psychic. She knows the will of the universe. She knows what's going on around her, and she is not afraid to call it like she sees it. So, and then finally, we round out the week with victory. You get the Six of Wands. So, Six of Wands is a card of victory. It's a card of um, of acclaim. Hopefully, I haven't lost audio. Sorry, the Six of Swords. Sorry. Okay, we'll carry on. Hopefully, the audio was still there. I don't want to lose what I was doing before, so I'm just going to have faith that it worked out. Okay, Six of Wands is a card of acclaim and success and recognition. Everybody is, they can see what you have accomplished, and you're being recognized for it. And it's also something where you're not being falsely humble about it either. You know what you did, you know that you deserve this, and you're happy to accept the acclaim that you're receiving. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some clarifying cards. We're going to use, we're going to use this deck. This is a Rider-Waite deck. It's just a basic Rider-Waite. It's called the Craftarian, I think is the name of it. So we'll get some clarifying cards for each of these other cards that I pulled and see if they gives us any more insight about what's coming up for you this week. All right. For the Four of Swords, this is being clarified by the Strength card. So the Strength card, one of the things about the Strength card that I like to point out is that she is putting her hand right in the mouth of the lion. And, nobody wants to do that, but she is doing that, and she has to tame this lion every single day in order to be able to do that. The lion represents her thoughts. So your need for rest is going to bring you the strength that you need to carry on and go through all of the other things that we saw depicted here in the cards. The Star card is being clarified by the Hanged Man. So we've got a Major Arcana card being clarified by another Major Arcana card. Oh, that was following this Major Arcana card too. So, oh my goodness. All of the next few cards are Major Arcana. The Hanged Man is another time of rest. But this one is a forced one. He didn't make this choice. He's walking along and he gets snatched up by this thing, and he's hanging by his leg. And while he's doing it, he's not going to just thrash about and fight in vain to get free. He's going to use the time to be in repose, and he's going to have a new perspective on things, looking at things from a different angle. He's going to have a fresh perspective. And while he is there, you see his head is encircled by light. He's becoming enlightened by having this moment of repose. The Knight of Swords is clarified by Justice. Justice is all about balance. It's the scales of justice, balancing out. Justice is the right thing happening. I'm going to just look this up in this card because it's late. Yeah. That's what the phrase I was trying to think of. It's getting late and my words are not coming to me. Cause and effect. So, it's the idea of cause and effect. Justice, the right thing is happening based on the actions that were taken. Okay, then the next card that we've got the King of Wands being clarified by the Moon. I can't tell you how many times I've said this today, but it's funny that the Moon is being a clarifier for anything, because the Moon doesn't really make things clear. The Moon is a card of mystery. Things are hidden and in the dark. They will eventually come to pass, come to light. They will eventually be revealed, but right now it's kind of a mystery. So the King of Wands being a king who really loves action. He likes creativity and passion, passionate execution of that creativity. Whatever it is that he wants you to be working on and taking action on, that will be revealed. Okay, the next card that we have, I can't believe this. All of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards in a row. We have the Empress. The Seven of Wands is being clarified by the Empress. The Seven of Wands, remember, is about defending yourself so that you can create. The Empress is the ultimate creator. She is fertility. She is plans being brought to fruition. She is the one who can envision a project or a new venture or something that she's creating, or actually an actual human being, and bring it forth. And so it's a beautiful card. The Queen of Swords is being clarified by an ace. So it's funny that these major arcanas in your bottom row, because we have another major arcana at the end, are only being separated by an ace. The ace is the universe pouring in an abundance, an overabundance, an overflowing amount of love and intuition and, you know, uh, blessings to come. And that is being, that's clarifying the Queen of Swords. The Six of Wands, that card of victory and success, is being clarified by the Magician. The Magician is the ultimate alchemist. He is he's the creator. He loves to make magic. He has all of the tools that he needs at his ready disposal, and he knows exactly what to do with them. He's very focused. He's single-minded. He's very determined, and he is busy working. All right. So those are some great cards for you for the week, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and get some oracle cards to add a little bit more context to the situation. And we'll start with the Spirit Animal Oracle from Colette Baron Reed. This is what it looks like. And we'll just see what animal comes forward for you. Okay. Well, that is interesting because your card is, I did the Crow Tarot for you and you got Crow Spirit. The card number is 17. So that adds up to an 8. So watch for the number 8 this week. 17. Crow Spirit. Co-create with spirit. The oracle message is, as you look around you, can you sense the magic that pulses through the world? Have you witnessed how every thought can become a thing? How every intention can call the universe into action as the sacred laws shape what you experience? The universe works in perfect order. When you align your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with spirit, you will want to crow with delight, feeling the excitement and wonder of being in harmony with something much larger than yourself. Crow Spirit says you are right on target now to see your dreams magically come into being in the visible world. Magically. All magic comes from alchemy and work. Okay, the laws of abundance, compensation, frequency. Yeah, abundance, compensation, and frequency and praise are operating in your favor now. Remember to be grateful and praise what is yours, even if it is still coalescing into form, still residing in the invisible realms of co-creation. No matter what area of your life you're concerned with now, what you hope for is on its way, for Spirit is your co-creation partner. Well, that's exciting. What a beautiful card. Okay, next card is just a nice little affirmation card from The Universe Has Your Back by Gabby Bernstein. And let's see what we get from there. There's no big long explanation on this one. This is just a quick affirmation card. I have these decks. There we go. I have these decks, several of them, and I've used them for years. So the message here: through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. So whatever your definition is of that prayer and meditation, higher consciousness, you're creating a ripple effect of peace as you share that. Okay, now the final oracle that we're going to do is from the Soul Mirror Oracle. This is by Sunshine Connolly. And these cards are just so pretty. Let's see what we get here. Okay, grab the book. All right, the card that we get is Blessings. Blessings are converging upon you as the stars align in your favor. The doors of abundance, prosperity, and happiness now swing open, beckoning you to enter and bask in their gifts. You deserve all that is good in life, and these blessings flow to you with grace and ease. So that's like this Justice card. It's cause and effect. You deserve this. You deserve these blessings. Let's see what else it says. Hold grace in your presence and know that external signs and signals appear for a reason. They have been created from within you. The world is reflecting what you're thinking, feeling, or needing. Shift any ignorant, negative energy out of your loving heart space to allow the fruits of the situation to grow, whether they're in the form of a message, guidance, solutions, growth, or inner healing. Well, that is a great way to end your reading today, and I appreciate you being with me, Scorpio. Be sure and check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs for a little bit more depth to your reading, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you again for being with me, and I will see you in my next reading.